Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be covering why you need to put in a pre-order right now for the GR Corolla. Well, technically, I don't think they're accepting it yet, but as soon as they do, you need to run over to the dealership and put some money down on that thing. So follow along. As I've said in my previous video about the GR Corolla, when they revealed it, which I will link here, um, this is an amazing car. We're talking a 3-cylinder turbo car that's pretty much a rally car. They put a street body on, made it street legal. If you take a look at the GR Yaris, they're pushing these things to like 400 and some wheel horsepower out of this little 3-cylinder engine. So I can only imagine what the Corolla is going to be when it comes out. But with that point all put aside, the reason I am telling you that you need to go out and buy this car when you have the opportunity is it's a very small number of production for these cars. And if we take a look at what the Yaris has been doing, the GR Yaris in Europe, the used car, like if you can buy a new one and then you can flip it and make 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros. That's like $13,000, I believe. So even if you don't like the car or if you don't plan on keeping it, it's going to be one of the best investments you can make. By the way, not an investment advice because apparently you can get in trouble for doing that. So no investment advice, but this is what I think definitely could happen from what the Yaris has shown us is you can go out and buy this car, order it. As soon as you get it, you can literally flip it. And just because it is a very limited production car, there's going to be so many people that wants to pay premium for it. I mean, that's the current market of cars right now, right? I mean, used C8s are going for what an MSRP of new C8s are, or even more, because you can't get your hands on the new cars anymore due to the chip shortage and everything else. So it's a great opportunity, I believe, especially with a car like this. So let me show you some articles to show you where I'm getting this information from, and then I'll wrap the video pretty short today. All right, guys. So let's take a look at this article here. They're talking about how many Corollas are going to be made. I mean, we're talking specifically the GR Corollas, not the Corolla as a whole. But the GR Corolla, they're only making 8,500 examples throughout the whole world. And 6,500 are coming to the US. I mean, obviously, US is a huge market for them. And they know that we've been harping about the GR Yaris. So they're bringing this over. They're bringing us 6,500 of them. And the rest of the 2,000 will be sold throughout the other parts of the world. But 6,500, just to give you an idea, may seem like a lot of numbers, but it's a very, very small number for a car. So let's take a look at Mustangs numbers, for example. So a Mustang production year to date in 2011 was 65,000 vehicles. 65,000 versus 6,500. So now do you see where we're going to get the rarity of these cars? With that said, even that 6,500 might take very long time for it to arrive once the cars are being produced. Because you have to keep in mind the current market of chip shortages and everything else that is going on in the world. it's not going to be a very smooth, fast process to get these cars. It's going to take a while, and they might trickle in as they come. It's not like they're going to be like, okay, here's 6,500 one day. It's going to take most likely several months for the 6,500 cars to arrive into the U.S. as they are ordered. Um, so with that said, I'm going to jump over to another article here for you that will really show you what I think is going to happen once the Yaris or the Corolla is here in the U.S. So let's take a look at this one first. Toyota Yaris, as I've mentioned before several times, is not for sale in the U.S. So we're going to take a look at what it looks like in Germany. Okay. So in Germany, when Yaris came out, it started at 33,000 euros. Okay, 33,000 euros. So you give or take, you put some, money into it. I say you put some options in it. You're probably looking at what, like 36,000 euros, right? Or you can just go with the base model with everything just the way it is, and 33,000 euros it is. So with that said, now it's what, 2022. So it's been almost 2, maybe 3 years worth of a car, because in 2020 this article was released, meaning what, mid 2020 is when you were able to order the car and everything like that. So late 2020 you would have had it. So I would say about 2 years. Okay, so let's take a look at what this Yaris is going for. This is a GR Yaris in Germany selling right now for 43,890 euros for a car that's almost 2 years old, has 4,900 kilometers on it. And the reason they could sell it for this is you can't buy this car new anymore. Like, you can't. You just can't. Is the shortage of chips? Is the shortage of trying to get the car? I mean, it's just impossible to get the car at MSRP anymore from the dealer. So the used market goes crazy. I mean, used market currently for almost all sports cars, all supercars are going nuts right now. And it's going to be stay that crazy for the foreseeable future. Just because with the chip shortage, they still haven't caught up to it. And I've also read an article this morning. They're talking about how it will most likely continue into 2023 before they're able to catch up with everything and the market starts to settle back down. And even then, it's going to be a very, very slow settling down of everything, because it's just a mess right now. And when the market's a mess, it's actually a good time to make some money. So, with that said, we're talking $33,000 or 33,000 euros to 43,000 euros after a year and a half, after enjoying it for 4,900 kilometers. I think the GR Corolla, you should be running to the nearest Toyota dealership, putting that money down and making sure you get the car. You can get the car purely because you love it. You could keep it, you could drive it, you can have fun with it, and it will pretty much hold the value for you very well. So, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, if you wanted to upgrade, change the cars, you shouldn't lose too much money on it to sell it that far down the road. If you're looking for a way to flip it, and let's say you get the car and you literally flip it on the market right away, I'm pretty confident you'll walk away with a solid chunk of change for sure. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you today. This is the next car that is going to totally, totally mess up the used car market. Um, Same way the C8 did. Once the C8 guys were able to get their cars, people started flipping them because you just couldn't get them anymore. People are paying upwards of $100,000 for a $60,000 C8. So I could only see the same trend or a similar trend happening for the GR Corolla. A couple of my friends reached out to me before and was like, "Oh, I don't like the way that looks. I don't like, I just don't like it, period. It's just not my style of car." But that's all personal preference. When it comes to dollar values, I'm sure everybody wants to make some buck here on the side. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys today, and why I think you should go out and order the GR Corolla when the pre-orders open up, and try to make sure you find a dealership that's not going to rape you when it comes to putting dealer markups on it. There are always dealers out there that are willing to work with you to pay MSRP, and that is going to be the best way to ensure that you get the car for the reasonable price that there will be that for a reasonable price, and then you'll be able to make money on it, or if anything, get a car that's going to hold value for you while you enjoy the car. All right, so make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching the video again. Thanks for subscribing and keeping up with me. I will see you on the next one on Wednesday. Thanks, guys.